Hey everybody, welcome to the new moon in March, and today we're going to be making prayer ties. And I was taught two ways to do it. One is more of the goddess tradition, and I'll show you that way. And I've also learned the Lakota way, so I will show you that as well, and I'll explain everything as I'm going along. Some of the things that you'll need are sinew, um, different colors of scrap paper. Mine are about 3 by 3, and you'll need red, yellow, black, white, blue, green, and purple. And I'll explain what all of those colors mean as well. You also need some tobacco, and I'm almost out, and just a little pair of scissors. And that's pretty much all you need. You also need to set your intention, and if you can, set your space. I've already smudged and rattled in this area. I've smudged and rattled what I'm going to do, and I kind of have an intention in mind for healing the earth. So that's kind of my general intention. I'm also going to close my window because it's getting noisy out there. So you take your sinew, and you want to get about an arm span of sinew. It doesn't have to be that long, it just gives you a little bit more to work with. And then you want to split the sinew. So you come up to this right here and kind of stick your nail into it, and it will split automatically. If you can get it to split into 6, that's best. See, mine's already starting to split. Get that one to split too. And just keep pulling. I'm going to stand up so you can see this. I tend to put this under my foot. So I've got my foot on the sinew, and I pull like this, and the whole thing splits. It's super easy. Okay, so what you want is just one thread, and it will split at least into 4s. So I have one of the threads. We are going to, let me open my tobacco up here. Here's a little tip for you and your tobacco. I learned this from Pixie. If you put just a little slice of the apple skin in your pouch, 1, it'll make your tobacco smell fantastic, and 2, it'll also keep it from drying out. All right, so we are going to start with the yellow. Okay, and we're going to take a little pinch of tobacco, and by a little pinch I mean a little pinch. Let me move this down so you can see. There you go, little pinch of tobacco right in the middle of the square. Okay, and you're going to fold it into thirds. So like that, you're going to fold the top down and the bottom up. Okay, and then you're going to fold that in half, so that what you're left with is this little pinch of tobacco right in the center. Okay, then you're going to take your sinew, and I know this is facing you, so I'm going to turn around so you can see. You're going to have the sinew behind. Okay, you're going to make a loop behind. You're going to flip it toward you and over. Okay, make sure that stays. And you want it really fairly close to where your tobacco is, and you're going to pull it tight. Pull tight from both sides or it's going to flip around on you, and hold on to it. Okay, so now you have this little thing. Okay, now you're going to do the same thing again. You're going to make a loop, you're going to flip it towards you, and then flip it over your first pouch. And the whole time you can be singing or or making your intention, or whatever kind of feels natural to you. Okay, so that is your first prayer tie. And we did this the Lakota way. That's the Lakota way to tie. And the reason that they tie it that way is because there isn't a knot. So I could actually pull this apart and there's no knot at all. What they believe is that the knot will tie the prayer into the prayer tie and not let it go out to Great Spirit. So that's why they don't knot it. That's why there's a loop, a flip, and then over. Okay? And the reason we started with yellow is because we always start in the east. If your intention is general, as mine is, or if it's for nature, east. We're in the east, we start with yellow. So the next one is red. And this one is fire. We're in the south. Again, we take a little pinch of tobacco, put it right here in the center. There you go. You're going to fold it in thirds, top down, bottom up, and you're going to fold it in half. Now I'm going to show you the way I learned more of a goddess tradition. Again, I put it behind. I don't know why. I don't know that it would work the front way. I've not tried. I've learned this way, so that's how I've done it. Okay, so we have the prayer tie. Oops, where am I going here? Oh, here we go. All right, so we have the prayer tie. We have the sinew behind. And what we're going to do, if it is something feminine that you want, or yeah, if it's something feminine, actually I would put it in front and I would wrap it counterclockwise 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. And in this case, I would tie a knot. I gotta find the end of my sinew here. Okay, and you would simply tie it off. Like that. And now you have a feminine prayer tie. The other way that you can do it is clockwise. If you have something that you want to do, something that you want to manifest in the world, an action that you want taken, something that you're calling in or letting go of, I would tie it in the masculine way. Sometimes when I was on my moon cycles, I would also do all red prayer ties, indicating the blood, and I would actually tie them the Lakota way. Even though that's a little bit masculine, what I wanted was for my intentions to go out onto the winds to Great Spirit. So you can tie them either way. The next one that we're going to do is black. And I'll show you both ways again. So black is, we're in the west, and it's water, the element of water. So we've done air, fire in the south, air in the east, and water in the west. Again, you're going to fold it, come here, there we go. You're going to fold it in half in the thirds, and fold the whole thing in half so that your tobacco is right here. Okay? This way, this one, and you want them spaced kind of the same. Okay? We're gonna do this little Lakota way. You're gonna put it behind. Come over here. You're gonna put it behind. You're gonna make a loop behind. You're gonna flip it toward you and then over the prayer tie. And you're going to pull on this string over here. Now the reason I'm doing it this way is because I'm right-handed. If you're left-handed, you would actually have this part of the string the other way, okay? So we're gonna make another loop, and I make my loops fairly tight to where the prayer tie is. because I don't want this whole loop thing out here trying to pull it over and tie it. So I'm going to flip it toward me, and you'll see from behind that I'm making not a knot, but it's like a little X on the back side. And then I'm going to take that and I'm going to flip it over. And, oops, it popped off. And then I'm going to pull it tight from both sides. And so now I have an unevenly spaced prayer tie here. Okay, and then we're moving to the north. So we're using white. Again, a little pinch of tobacco. You can also use lavender. The 4 sacred plants are tobacco, cedar, sweetgrass, and I'm missing one, sage, of course. Okay, I'm going to do it in thirds again and in half. So I have a little bundle, my prayer bundle. I'm going to move down approximately so that they're even, though I'm not doing very well at that. And this one I'm going to tie I'm going to tie masculine. So I have it behind this time. The other one I had in front, and I'm going to wrap it 4 times clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to pull these tight. There we go. And I'm going to tie it. Pardon me just a second while I tie this. And I'm actually making a knot on this one. Again, the reason that you would not make a knot is if you want your prayers to be to go out on the winds. Okay, so I have another prayer tie, and I've done the 4 directions. I've done east, south, west, and north, starting with the yellow, ending with the white. Everything is tight. Then we go to blue. And blue is representing a father sky. So again, a little pinch of tobacco. Folding it in thirds. And then in half. This one I'm going to tie the Lakota way. So I'm approximately where I need to be. It's behind. I'm going to make a loop. I'm going to flip it toward me, and then I'm going to put it over. Oops, I don't think I did that right. Behind, flip it toward you, and then over. And then I'm going to pull the string that is on my right hand side. If you're left-handed, do it the opposite way. Okay, I'm going to do it again. You do this twice if you're going to do it the Lakota way. Like that, flip it toward you and over and pull. And this time I'm going to pull in both directions so that it gets tight. So now we have an intention now with Father Sky. Okay, then we go to green. And green represents Mother Earth. A little pinch of tobacco in the center. This is where you put in your prayers and your intentions. You're going to do it in thirds. And then in half so that you have your little tobacco at the bottom. Okay. Then I am approximately where I need to be. I'm going to make a loop behind, flip it toward me, and then over. And I'm going to pull it tight. And I'm going to do it a second time. And over. And pull it tight. So now I have Mother Earth and Father Sky with my intentions. And actually a lot of my prayers begin that way. Great Spirit, Father Sky, Mother Earth. That's how most of my prayers begin. Okay, the last one is purple. And apparently I have red on here as well. It's purple, and purple represents Great Spirit. Again, we're going to put a little pinch of tobacco in the center. There you go. I'm going to do thirds again, here and here. And then I'm going to put it in half. And this is going to be my last prayer tie. My last bundle here. And actually, I'm almost at the end of what I cut. So, again, make a loop, flip it over, and pull it tight. Here. And again, one last time, you flip it towards you and over. And you have completed one set of prayer ties. You know, people who are, why would you do this? Okay, so some of the reasons that you would create a prayer tie are if you are about to go on a quest. And in that case, you're going to make hundreds of prayer ties. There are going to be many, many intentions, many prayers that you need to have in order to make your way through a quest. So that's what all of these are. You can also do them, like I said, for your moon cycles. In that case, what I did was all 7 of these were all red, but the intentions and the prayers in each one were directed toward the direction that it was for. So it might be a red prayer tie, but it was directed toward the east, and the air in my breath, or it was directed to the south and the fire in my belly, or the water in my blood and the earth in my body. So those would be the prayer ties, and they would just be all red. And what you do is you put it on your altar or your meditation area during your moon cycle, during your bleeding time. And at the end of that, you take your prayer ties out and you can either burn them in the fire to transform them and release them to Great Spirit, or you can bury them in the earth along with some moon blood to again release them, transform whatever is going on for you. If you're releasing or calling in, you can do that. I've done full moon and new moon prayer ties for different reasons, more personal. I've also done, if I'm calling in or releasing, you call in on the new moon, you release on the full moon. I have also done all green prayer ties for Mother Earth. If there was something specific that I wanted healed for her, I sent up prayers to Great Spirit for her. Same with Father Sky. If there was a lot of pollution, I might do all blue. If there's something really, really important that you want, that's not necessarily for you, but for the world or for community, or something really important, you would do all purple prayer ties. So that is how you make prayer ties. And I would love to see yours. If you have any problems at all, just put a comment below and we'll take care of it. I'll answer what I can for you. Love you all. Bye.